Hello, everybody, my dear Part 3 candidates. Good day to you all. Hope you're all prepared and you are in your best shape. So, just before the exam, remember the following things. Remember to have everything, your necessary exam preparation materials on hand, and try to have a proper sleep the day before the exam. You should try to hit that 8 hours sleep 24 hours before the exam. Please stop revising everything, listening to records, reading talks, reading books, practicing everything. Put a stop. Travel your journey ahead. Plan in case if you're traveling to another city or another country. Hope you all your journeys and everything has been well planned and pre-booked. So wherever you go, try to be on time for especially for those who are traveling to a different city or a different country. Try to be at least one day before your destination, and then have a good night's sleeps. Try to hydrate yourself well. Have See that you are had sufficient uh, rest. Give your mind complete rest, because you are going to make your brains work like a horse on the day of the exam. So the brain needs complete rest, 24 hours. Do not read anything related to the exam. Try to spend some quality time with family. Try to listen to some good music. Watch some comedy, but don't do a lot of online stuff or like Facebook or WhatsApp or chatting. Okay, see that you keep your energy levels and your brain rhythms appropriately. Go very calm, quiet, and you should be able to run the 3.5 hours, the session, the whole time of the exam in a very calm and a peaceful manner. Okay. So as I told you, keep yourself hydrated well and try to have a meal which is sufficient for you so that you don't starve, you don't feel hungry, or you feel overloaded, like you feel sleepy. It should not be either way. And also, um, have a take a good toilet break before you start the exam, because they will not allow you for a toilet break. So try to take toilet breaks before the exam. Okay. See that you are not getting disturbed by any of your own, the basic needs or anything with urgent needs during the time of the exam. That's very, very important. The online exams, yeah, they do give a break for 12 minutes and all that is allowed. But for the face-to-face exam, there's nothing like that. So you have to carry yourself and you have to be prepared like that. Okay. So never get nervous. Even if one task or two tasks doesn't go well, just forget it and move on. Okay. So don't carry over whatever you have done in the previous task. Always remember to write the name of the patient in bold letters in your notepad. It's very common to remember the names of the previous task and say to the current role player. So if you say the name as a wrong way, it is considered as patient safety is compromised. So always put the name of the role player in capital letters in the top of your notepad, that particular page. Okay. Um, and always try to, as I told you, the previous free session of mine, always time yourself. And because there's no work clock, there's nothing to show you the time, and you will just hear the bell. Okay. You enter with a bell, you come out with a bell. Okay. So that's the only sign for you. And do not say good morning, good afternoon, anything. Just say hello and start. Okay. Sometimes in the nervousness of the exam, instead of good morning, you will say good afternoon and vice versa. So don't say such things, because first impression is the best impression. So always carry yourself as a confident and a safe doctor, and keep your calm demeanor, and try to be at peace with whatever performance you do in the previous task. Okay, so don't feel upset, don't feel bad, don't feel sad. Remember, all if it's a difficult task, it is going to be a difficult task for all of the other candidates as well. The candidates usually get borderline marks or low marks in the so-called easy tasks or the recall tasks. Remember these few tips. Always go and sit for the task with an open mind. Never sit with the preconceived ideas. Never get carried over. Oh, this is just a common thing that I know. This is an ectopic pregnancy. This is a this is just large for gestation age scenario. This is just shoulder dystocia. I've done that 200 times. I've done with so many courses, so many mentors. No, don't go with any preconceived ideas. Just take every task as if you're doing it for the first time. Go with an open-minded ideas. So I've always told all my students, like all my candidates who join my course, and sometimes I tell all even these tips to the mock candidates. But generally, for every one of you, I want to, make you aware of these facts. So always sit there with an open mind. Try to pick up all the cues that the role player is giving. Remember, the recall task has got a lot of insights into that. So you should be able to pick up each and every niche that is present there. Okay. And that is where your mark lies. If you just think, oh, this is just an ectopic pregnancy, or this is just a simple urogynecology task, or this is just an infertility. If you are feeling, if you're overlooking the simple tasks, that is where your mark will go for borderline. Remember, candidates fail not because of the difficult task. It is because of they don't do the easy task properly. Because they think it is easy, and unfortunately, they don't pick up all the cues which is present there as extra. Okay, which is present there where they have to properly emote, where they should be able to handle the situation, where they should be able to attend to small things, and that is where the mark lies. And when they come back, they say, "Oh, I've done well," but they lose marks. They do not know how they feel in the exam. This is the common thing which will happen in the exam. So I want you to be alert for the candidate instruction. Read the candidate instruction properly. Keep your brains alert. Listen to what the role player questions you or asks you. Listen to what question the examiner asks you. That's very important. If you don't understand, you can politely ask, could you please repeat the question? So they'll be happy to do that. Okay. Instead of misunderstanding something and saying something wrong, always ask, could you please repeat the question for me? You can ask the role player, you can ask the examiner. And always, when the 2 minutes time, you try to grasp as maximum information as possible in the notepad. Okay. And there is a candidate instruction which is will be pasted on the table, but you're not supposed to look into that. Okay. If you look, then they will mark you for that. They'll mark you down for that. But if you want to read the candidate instruction, when you enter, just they wish them. So for example, say, hello, I'm so and so, one of the candidates for the exam. Could you please give me a few more minutes for me to look into the candidate instruction? You can seek permission and look. But if you're looking without seeking permission, it is marked down. So be careful. Okay. But again, in case if you're not sure of any informations, like for example, they ask you something, and if you're not sure, you can always say that I'm sorry, at this moment, I do not remember. For example, the role player is asking information that you do not know. You do not have to get worried. You do not have to get upset. The only thing that you have to reply is, I'm sorry, at the moment, I'm not able to remember that information, but I will refer to the literature and books. I will discuss this with my senior colleagues, and I will let you know before you leave the clinic today. Okay, that's a polite way of reply. So don't cook up any unknown answers which you know. So that is considered that they will mark you down for that. So there's no cooking up. There's no telling some fabricated stories. No, tell what you know honestly. If you don't know, you can say I don't know. That is fine. So you're not expected to remember every small information under the sun. It's not at all required. Okay. So bear that in mind. Okay. So carry yourself as a confident, as a safe, and a calm and composed doctor. Okay. Don't be nervous. Yes, it's an exam, and obviously we are humans. We will definitely get nervous. But see that it is under control and the nervousness do not spoil your exam. Okay. So I wish you all the very best and do let me know how your exam goes. Okay. My best wishes and prayers for your exam. Bye bye and take care.